Yeet. Yeet, 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 yeet. Okay, it's working. Oi, how's it going? I'm back. And I wanted to talk about the All-Star Game. I'm a big NBA fan, and I watched the All-Star Game. The All-Star Game happened around last weekend, and if you're in Australia, it happened on a Monday. And it's been 3 days I've been stewing this video, and I think to myself, was the All-Star Game any good? I'm gonna go ahead and say no. And I've got some reasons why. So I don't think I've been more disappointed in my life with an All-Star Game. Like, it's meant to be the funnest time. Is that a word, funnest? Let's look that up. English, motherfucker, read about it. I think it's been the worst All-Star Game that I've ever seen personally. So I'm just gonna jump right into it, and let's start with the draft itself. The All-Star draft was disappointing because first off, you had Kevin Durant, who was injured, and he was a team captain. But right off the bat, you look at just the starters alone. Team LeBron had Jokic, Giannis, Luka, and Steph all in the starting lineup. GG Durant, or not actually Durant, GG Tatum, I guess. And this is probably the worst part of the draft because Devin Booker was the replacement. He had to be replaced because he got injured as well, and that's when Mike Conley stepped up to the plate. What? The dude averaged 16, 3, and 7 on 44% shooting this season. Don't get me wrong, I think Mike Conley has been snubbed from the All-Star Game in the past a lot, but this year just wasn't one of those years for Mike Conley. He was just a solid player, and it's called the All-Star Game. It's the stars that make the game. Having the best team record in the season so far doesn't really transition to all people in that team being a star. I think guys like DeMar DeRozan, who averaged 25 and 7 before the break, definitely deserved it much more. He was shooting 48% from the field, and if you look at the stat line, it speaks for itself, my guy. There's also guys like Russell Westbrook, who averaged 29 and 9, although he's only on 43% shooting. That's only 1 percentage less than Mike Conley, who made it into the All-Star Game, which is kind of confusing, and yet you can't really defend Mike Conley in this situation with, oh, well, his team's first. Okay, well, does that mean someone like Joe Ingles should be in there and Bradley Beal should be taken out? Because last time I checked, Bradley Beal and Russell Westbrook were on the same team. Being a Thunder fan, my bias comes through, and I think the guy who actually deserved to replace Devin Booker was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who averaged 23, 5, and 6 on 53% shooting. Dude's a killer. Like, put my mans in the All-Star Game. Alright, now moving to the actual weekend itself, it only went for 1 day. It's called the All-Star Weekend still, but it only went for a day. It went for Sunday. And I don't really have a big problem with it. Like, the celebrity games are fucking wank. I don't think it should be in there at all. It's boring, in my opinion. It's just god-awful. Yeah, so props for the NBA for not including a celebrity game because it's fucking trash. So, the first event is the Rising Stars Challenge. No, it wasn't. They cancelled it. So the first actual event was the Skills Challenge, which I believe Domantas Sabonis won. Again, it's like every Skills Challenge. It's just kind of there. I guess it's a bit of fun. I don't know, does anyone actually enjoy the Skills Challenge? I think it's just kind of there. But anyway, there were some good competitors in there. There was CP3, there was Sabonis, Luka. I'm not going to bash it because it wasn't shit, but it wasn't like great either. It was just kind of there. It was more entertaining than what was to come. next up was the 3-point contest. I knew who was going to win right off the bat, along with like every fucking one else. It was Steph, obviously. What really surprised me was definitely not Steph winning the fucker. Like that was a given, but Zach LaVine just didn't do as well as I thought he would. I thought he would take it to Steph, you know, go toe to toe in the last round, but that wasn't the case. He got eliminated, and that's when, you know, I was 100%. I knew Steph's gonna win it. I don't know, is the skills challenge more entertaining or is the 3-point contest more entertaining? Because I can't fucking tell. Alright, instead of moving on to the dunk contest, we'll get to that in a fucking second, let's move on to the first half of the All-Star game. It was a trouncing to begin with. I had really low hopes to see if Team Durant would actually take it to Team LeBron, but literally there was no defense played. It was brick after brick after brick after brick, missed dunks, and there was a few good moments. Like, no joke, you can just see the highlights on Instagram or YouTube, and that was just the best of the All-Star game. They didn't leave anything out because the rest was awful. They looked so unenthused and like could not give less of a fuck, especially James Harden. The dude came out and said, oh, it was pretty much forced upon us, so we kind of had to do it. So it was just a clusterfuck of a game. It just wasn't good. You know, you did have a good couple moments. You had try-hard Kyrie and, you know, Zach LaVine doing stuff. There were a few good things, like there were a few like highlights, like one or two good plays where Steph threw CP3 a lob, slammed it down, and then vice versa. You know, Steph and Dame had back-to-back half-court threes. That was fun. But other than that, that's about it for the first fucking half. That was it. Let's just move on. And now for the halftime break, we have the chef's kiss of a clusterfuck, of a shithole, as a shit stain on your jocks. It was the dunk contest. The dunk contest was so bad. It was definitely the fucking shit stain of the 2021 All-Star weekend day. So for this dunk contest, you had Obi Toppin, you had Cassius Stanley and Anthony Simons. I think that's his name, Simons. Anyway, round one, Cassius Stanley had the first dunk. Probably like the third best dunk of the night. And he got absolutely shat on, especially by Josh Smith. My man has no sympathy for anyone who's ever been in the dunk contest. He's fucking ruthless. But yeah, it went Cassius Stanley putting in a really good dunk, shit scores. Obi Toppin put in an even better dunk, got slightly better scores. And then Anthony Simons took the plate, or took the court. And like it wasn't basic, because he had bounce, but that was it. He just threw it down two hands, and everyone just flipped the fuck out and said, look how high he jumped. I'm sorry, I didn't know we were doing a vert challenge. It's a dunk contest. The dunk was so fucking bad. So at the end of that round, or the end of the second round, which, you know, was a bit better, they're like, yeah, Cassius Stanley, you were fucking trash. You're eliminated, even though it should have been Anthony. It was not, like, Anthony's second dunk was good. Simon's second dunk was good. It was paying homage to Tracy McGrady, where he did the same dunk. I think it was a 360, but it looked very well done. But compared to Cassius Stanley, who put in two solid dunks, I think he missed one on the second round, so he went back, did it again, and he got it. It's just, my man got robbed there, but he was not the one who actually got robbed. It was my man Obi Toppin, who put in some above average dunks for a dunk contest. Obviously, I can do that shit. No one can really do that shit that's doing this. But yeah, he got robbed because Anthony Simons attempted a dunk and he won. Excuse me? Like, what? So the dunk that Anthony was meant to do, he was meant to kiss the rim, completely fucking missed, almost shattered his teeth because he went full pelt at the rim, and then he pulled back last second, did not kiss the rim, and just threw it down. And then he kind of played it off like he kissed the rim, and then it showed replays. He was not close at all. It just looked so bad, and he won. How? I don't know. I give up. So going back to the All-Star game, whoop-de-doo, LeBron wins the third quarter. Oh, look, and yeah. LeBron slaughtered fucking Team Durant. It was, I think the ending score was around 150 to 130. And, you know, Team LeBron did it with ease. It was not fun to watch. And your MVP was Giannis Antetokounmpo. The dude scored 37 points, 16 for 16. And that's your MVP. It was definitely an All-Star weekend that I'd like to forget. And I will so. After this video, I'm going to erase it from my memory because it was so bad. Is there anything else to add? Is there anything else this shithole of a game or a weekend that I'd like to add? Oh yeah, so I went to Instagram after the game, or a day after the game. And yeah, I'm not the only one who thinks this All-Star weekend was shit. There was constant, and I mean constant, comments about how Obi got robbed, dunk contest was shit, worst All-Star weekend I've ever seen in my life. They looked so unenthused. The jerseys were shit too. The fucking jerseys, they just look like a throwback Pacers jersey. It did not look good at all. Number one, I don't know why you have yellow and blue. I prefer the red and blue, but now it's yellow and blue. I didn't like that. I didn't like how there was just it just said All-Star and then it had like some like fucking red dot in motion blur across the All-Star. That looks stupid. And it just looked like a Pacers jersey. Like, you're in Atlanta, like, rep some Atlanta colors. Like, you know, have yellow and red, for fuck's sake. Anyway, I think that does it for this video. Let me know if you agreed, you didn't agree, you know. If you're a fan of golf, you know, comment it. And I definitely will not respond. So yeah, thanks guys.
Maybe I'm fucked up, maybe I'm fine, but I can't escape this frame of mind. If there's a God, please give me a sign. Yeah, maybe I'm fucked up, maybe I'm fine.